Hello, my name is Michaela Robertson. I'm here to just give a quick little update about the budget cuts, budget updates, all of that good news. So here we go. Let's dig into it. All right, so first thing I want to say is that this was a collaborative decision. It was not just made at the campus level. It was made with full transparency, full honesty. Again, collaboration with so many different people. So it was not just a decision that the administrators on campus made. There was a process, there was a protocol, all that good jazz. So this is something that is happening nationwide. It is not just our campus. Initially, we did try to request funds, extra funds, just to try to abide and adhere to our school mission, which is basically just creating an environment for academic success for our students, effectiveness, equity, all of that for our students, and just providing a fun environment to come to school and learn in daily. So we requested those funds. We met with people. We presented our case, and we were denied. And instead, the state told us that we had to reduce our budget by 10% and eliminate a teaching position. So that leads us to lose about almost $42,000, 42,300 something dollars, and then of course one teaching position along with that salary. And so it was that was a tough decision. That was tough. All right, so again, we did collaborate. We collaborated with teachers, staff, administrators, district officials, and professionals. We looked at data. We looked at enrollment numbers to come to our final decision in this matter. We looked at content areas that are state tested versus content areas that are not, that just have an end of course exam. To develop, to see if they have a level of mastery or proficiency in the content area. And then we also looked at our electives, like what is a elective course that we could possibly go without, or we could have an alternative to that, right? So those are some of the things that we talked about and we deliberated about regarding this. So it led us to eliminating a social studies teacher in 7th grade, or our peer counseling program that we have. And so we determined that social studies pretty much is not a content area that is tested by the state. You just have that end of the course assessment. And then also with social studies, we talked about how just the schedules go in middle school. So you have a set of kids that'll rotate for the first half of the semester. They'll rotate through six or seven periods, about 23, 24 at most students in the class, and then we'll do the same thing in the spring semester. And so we felt like that was a good decision and it was doable. Students would still have an environment of academic success and still reach our campus goals and things like that without overwhelming the teacher with a huge class size. And then we thought about the peer counseling because it's simply an elective. We looked at past numbers, we looked at data, and we were seeing, okay, are students going to be interested in this? And are we going to be able to fill a classroom if we keep this teacher here? And then what could possibly be an alternative, right? So those are some of the things that we talked about. And so the collaboration process, again, it was just very courageous conversations, honesty and truth. We tried our best. We did everything that we could to continue to uphold our mission and vision for our school in this process. And so our decision led us to eliminating the peer counseling program. And so we chose that just simply because we came up with an alternative. Our alternative was to pretty much allow the students that are interested to follow one of our the 3 counselors that we have on campus. So we know we can't do without counselors, but instead of having a class and having a teacher or 2 teach those classes for those students who are interested, why not just have the students follow a professional counselor or shadow them? They get more field experience, they get more hands-on experience, they get to see how things operate, see if they're really interested versus just sitting in a seminar class all day. I think also if we look at it kind of from the technology side, it eliminates us having to pay for all of the technology in a classroom or two, right? When kids can just walk around with their Chromebooks or their iPads and take notes and look up things on district issued technology that is already given, right? So we kind of cut the budget with that too, by eliminating one of those classrooms. Now, with the teacher, of course, we wouldn't just leave the teacher out. We would try to put the teacher in another department, or transfer the teacher to another campus that is in need and has the funds to have the peer counseling program and run it successfully. So that was kind of our alternative for that. There's honestly really no change on either way. So the social studies plan is going to stay the same. Kids take it. They rotate through their classes, and then the next set of kids come through in the spring semester and rotate through their periods. Everyone is getting social studies. Nobody is being left out of that. And then the change with the peer counseling program is there's no longer a seminar associated with that, right? So you just have that hands-on field experience with a professional counselor that can guide you in your learning. And so there would be the changes. How we would communicate this to our community is pretty much just sending out a blast email. Of course, I would want to meet with our stakeholders, everyone we collaborated with, and give out the information that I'm currently giving. And then I would want to also notify our staff, notify our staff at a staff meeting, a campus meeting, notify our families, guardians, parents, all of those things through email, and then have the opportunity to be transparent with them too. Open myself up to answer questions as I can, as legally as far as I can go. Host maybe like a quarterly town hall so we can kind of do like a check-in. If there's any questions that go unanswered, we can answer those questions. Again, as far as I can, as a professional administrator. And so that would be the ways that I would communicate this information out to everyone. And so just a quick recap, we had to cut our budget. We had to eliminate a teacher position, and so we decided to eliminate our peer counseling program. We took away a teacher, which saves us a salary of about maybe $50,000, and then we had to reduce our budget by $42,000. So it sounds like we still have about $8,000 that we can still kind of, spend, or keep or save or allocate it towards something else. And so we decided to eliminate that program and move forward with that. So if there are I have nothing else. Are there any questions, any concerns? If there are, please feel free to email me. You can call me. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. And thank you so much.